Ahoy gamers, and welcome back to our Manor Lords series, where in this episode we have to start off from the beginning as our previous save was corrupted. We try out a new game mode where instead of us fighting another baron, we have to survive against waves of bandits. As we begin our new town, we plan out our farming going forward and we start the foundations of our town. So without further ado, let's jump on in. So we are back on Manor Lords as we're playing through the early access of the game. We're playing on the pre-release. Sad news, we have lost our previous save of Manor Lords. I loaded up the new pre-release and I've lost the save. So I didn't back it up, I just gave it a go and it's gone. So I hope that we can start a new series on Manor Lords. Hope everyone had a good Christmas break. I took a week off, no recording, no streaming. Just wanted some time between me and Mrs Rothmers. So we're going to jump straight back into Manor Lords. This time, I'm going to click new game here. Name is, as per usual, is going to be Mr Rothmers. And we're going to do things slightly different here. So I don't really care what the coat of arms looks like, to be honest. Yeah, that looks good enough. I don't know what it means. We go for this, actually. We just go for a plain coat of arms. Go for the pretzel, because everyone loves a pretzel. Or it looks like this is something for the blood god. That'll do. Right, so we've got these game modes here. Last time we did a restoring the peace, where we essentially enemy has 2 territories, we fight over the 2 territories. Victory conditions conquer every region. This time we're going to go for on the edge. So on the edge we are going to get attacked over and over and over by bandits. So we can see the end goal here is to grow. We have to get to large towns. That seems like to be something that's achievable, because we have managed to do that once. We almost got to it once. So we're going to try for the growth end game. So I could just change this to whatever I want it to be. But we're going to go for this, on the edge. Then there's no off-map adversaries. So we're not going to be attacked by another baron. We're just going to be attacked by raiders just here. Initial camps. No, I think this is good. So we're going to focus on growth here. So we're going to just jump in. Oh yeah, we can choose a different map. So we've got Highland Peaks. I think last time I went for Germanic Valley and got a winding river. Because we've got bridges now, there should be bridges in this version, we're going to go for winding river. We've not tried any rivers yet. We've not seen any rivers or tried any fishing yet. So we're going to be trying this completely new. We didn't quite manage to get to that point in the last series. So hopefully I will be able to do more planning this time around. So we're going to see what type of map we're going to start off with. I've not preloaded this. I've not tried to load up different maps. This is the first try, first load into this. So what have we got? Let's quickly not so much pause this, but let's quickly have a look around. So what are our main resources? Irons are a rich deposit here. Got some berries here. Got some stone, some clay, and just got some animals over here. Okay. Looks like there's a partial road coming through here. Got a new message. Where others see trouble, you see potential. These lands shall become rich and prosperous under your skillful management. Reach large town settlement to achieve victory. Prosperity awaits. I know this is not going to be the hardest difficulty, but hardest attempt, but we're going to give this a go. So obviously here's the main river. That's pretty cool. I'd like to obviously get closer to this area if I can. So I wouldn't mind actually seeing if we can use the river to our advantage. But maybe we can. If we can capture this zone here, we might be able to put a defense around here somewhere. But this is okay. We might be able to make this work. So first thing we're going to have a look at before we go anyway is actually going to building, and let's go for it's farming. Let's have a look at our fertility of things. So we got the fertility of Emma, or Emer. It's definitely not Emma. Flax, barley, and rye. Okay, rye is perfectly fine in this area. So this is going to be, so flax looks like we can probably only get 2 fields probably down here. That's fine. You've got this. Okay, so I do want to kind of pre-plan this. So I won't be building this just yet, but if I go for, I'm going to pre-plan this. So I'm going to go for essentially a load of, this is not what I'm going to build now, but I'm going to go for a load of farming. So this is going to be essentially a big farming area we're going to put down here with different types of farms in different areas. So this area up here will probably just be for wheat. Then I'll do exactly the same below here for flax, because there was this high area down here for flax. So last time around we focused on trading. This time we're going to go straight up here for sheep breeding, heavy plough, and go for fertilization. These are the first three we're going to go for. Because last time we went for stuff like beekeeping, well, which wasn't that great. Went for deep mining, wasn't that great. So yeah, we're going to go straight for farming this time, and we're going to try and learn from our mistakes. We're going to try and have 6 farms ideally down here, each of them for production, then 2 for fallow. So when they're fallowed, they will allow you to replenish the ground, which replenishes the what's it called, the productivity of crops in the area. So that's what we're going to do. So this southern area down here, is this north or south? That looks like it's north. It is north. Let's orientate myself to the map. So this northern area here is all going to be for farms. So with that in mind, our berries are down here. So with that in mind, I think our town will have to be roughly down here. So what do we actually start off with? I can't remember. So we've got some stone, we've got some tools, we've got some timber. So let's start building some stuff here. So first things first, we are going to go for mining gathering. So we want to get ourselves a logging camp. So noting that I think a logging camp realistically is probably best. Probably down here. I think our production area should be best down here. So we go for a logging camp down here. Got a new message already. We received reports of bandit rangers roaming the nearby lands. Should we track their steps? So we get an attack in 364 days. I think we... Yep, we'll give this a go. So we're going to get attacked within a year. So we've got this. Let's build a road from there. So our map, essentially our land is going to be quite kind of sparse at the moment. So we're going to build you straight up here to this road up here. So this is going to be our logging camp. Then with that, we always want a woodcutter's lodge. We want to be able to get ourselves some berries. The berries can go just here. And then over here we want to get ourselves a hunting lodge. You can go straight across to there. Annoying that that has to go at a set angle. You go across there and then straight across there. Then we'll get a hunting lodge just over here. So last time I did have an issue with... this hunting lodge should be fine. We don't need the hides right just yet. So we did have an issue with our wood logging camp encroaching on the berries. So we lost a lot of berries last time. So that should be what we need to start. So we've got wood being produced. We will then have a woodcutter's lodge who will then produce some firewood. Forestry hut is always useful. Very useful. So we put your forestry hut down here as well. And let's see what we need to build a manor. Because we're going to get attacked quite early on. Settlers camp, don't use settlers camp. Manor. Where are you, manor? I've got where the manor's under. It's under here? No, it's not under there. Huh. I've forgotten where the manor is. That's not logistics. We will need to get ourselves a hitching post. Put ourselves a hitching post just down here. We'll probably need a couple hitching posts to be quite honest. But there will do for now. And I can't find where the manor is just yet. Oh, that's a very good map for water. Loads of water here. And, okay, we can create new units. Okay, we have no weapons or just yet. So we essentially have a year to potentially build ourselves a manor. Here you go, there's the manor. So we need planks. We need a small village. So how do we get to a small village? We need 5 burbage plots. That's fine. So we can go off and... So what I want to do here... We're going to be somewhat tactical about this. So we're going to build... This is a hitching post. So we're going to build essentially this going all the way up. And then it built a little bit more than I wanted it to. And we're going to essentially make this into a big square. With this middle area essentially just being for burbages. With a manor, with a... So build you all up here. It's annoying that it's gone that way round. Because I want to have a road going through the middle. Road going through the middle here. There's not so much middle, but there we go. That will do. And we can build burbages across this. I can zoom in. You can build burbages on this flank here. Now I'm going to build you probably halfway up. That should do. And there we go. That's a lot of... Okay, maybe we don't need that many. So we only want 5 to start off with. So something like that. once again, that's way too many. So we can probably go for that. Reduce this down to 5. Saying that, there we go. That's probably all we need. But we also need loads of... Oh, actually, did that... Okay, that's not disappeared. Interesting. Okay, it has disappeared now. So we do need a logging camp. This is the priority, highest priority. So we need as many logs as we can to get that burbage up and running. We'll get these burbages up and running. So once we have those 5, we can then go for getting ourselves a sawmill. Having a sawmill will be amazing. Then we can then ideally go straight for the manor. And if we can get the manor up and running, and then we can slowly start trickling in a bit of treasury, a bit of money via taxes. We can get a bit of money, we can then hopefully get our retinue up and running. If we can get retinue up and running within a year, I'll be really happy about that. So this is our priority at the moment, logging camp. And then we don't have the planks for it. No, we don't have the timber, I should say. We don't have the timber just yet. We have 2 months worth of food at the moment. And we have no... Okay, finish the hunting camp. Okay, that's annoying that they finished that first. However, we have now got some... We found a month worth of food just then. Hitching post done. Good. I think they're just going around just finishing what they can. We should have some supplies over here. So they are slowly moving our logs down here. So this needs another log. This needs 2 logs. This needs just 1 log. Wells obviously need a log each. Probably don't need to make both wells actually. Let's probably destroy one for the time being. Let's put 1 family onto the hunting camp. Foraging hut, yeah, it's fine. So with all the burbages that are going to be along this route here, this lane here, we can then actually go for another set of roads straight through the middle here. And then we can actually just do this coming through here. And this middle area here will just be for markets. We can actually split this up again. So it's going to be a big kind of almost H shape. Just for ease of access. And I'd like to put probably a granary around here somewhere. So probably keep this quite large. Actually, no, we don't need to keep it large at all. We can split that. Split down the middle, I think would be good. And split down the middle this side as well. So there's going to be... This middle area is going to be a market. Probably going to put a granary and a warehouse on one of these sides. I don't know where. I may even put it down here. That's it for now. Okay, they should finish making the logging camp any second now. So it's going to be this. The start's always a crucial part. Hopefully I can get a decent enough start. So logging camp's done. Good. 1 person is a logging camp. And we do want to make ourselves a farm. So what do we need to make a farm? So farmhouse. Okay, that's going to cost a lot of logs, but that's fine. The farmhouse will go here, give or take. So I want to go for 3 fields. So flax is going to have to go up here. So actually flax is going to have to go in a kind of like a line here. So if we go for... first things first, I want to kind of level this spot off for a road. And we're going to go for 2 fields. And this field is going to go from there to there. I want it to be about... I think 2 more. Should we go? We start off with 2 Morgans. I think 2 Morgans is a safe number to start off with. It's going to be 1 field there, and then 1 field. Oh, it's 1.9. I want it to be exactly 2. 1.9 again. So I can turn this off. Snap from roads. There we go. 2. There we go. Ah, that's really frustrating. That's really frustrating. I have to make this 2, just in my own peace of mind. There we go. It's 2. Build you. These for the time being. One's going to be flax. Then we'll get a barley one later on. One is going to be wheat. And then we want to build another farm just here. Actually, we can now go build a farmhouse just here. This one will snap to the road. I want 1 farmhouse just here. I will probably end up going for 2 farmhouses, but 1 will do for now. So this is now wheat. This is flax. So the last one we want to be able to build will be... Sorry, we got wheat, flax, and then we got barley. So the last one we want to be able to put down will be barley. So look at barley fertility. Okay, barley fertility is not that great. It's a shame there's a path going through here. However, there's no reason why I can't do 3 fields going this way. Not going to be ideal, but so we're probably going to go for that. So we're going to put 3 barley fields. Like so. Yeah, these barley fields are not going to be very pretty. Or do we just put them across here? I think it might be best to put it across here. Yeah, that's a little bit too big. A little bit too big again. There we go. That's going to be our barley field. And then this is going to be the highest priority. Right, so we've got people working everywhere. Forestry hut. One person in the forestry hut. Woodcutter's lodge. Okay, one person in the woodcutter's lodge. And this will be built in a second. Once that's built, we can probably take the people off of this. We want this to be at 10. Yep, okay. The logging camp. This is going to be... We're going to have to limit the working area for this. The working area is going to have to be... so if you didn't know, if you limit work area, hold down control, you can adjust the size. I only really want you to be working in this area here. There we go. So that should be the only area it works. It shouldn't encroach on the wild animals, shouldn't encroach on the wild berries. And do we need how much wood? Okay, we have no consumption of fuel just yet, so we don't need somebody in the forestry hut. Woodcutter's lodge. Okay, forestry hut actually plants more trees, so we don't need anyone there anyway. Woodcutter's lodge. Do I need anyone in the woodcutter's lodge? Probably not. So actually, it costs nothing to set up fields. So I'm going to set up the other fields now. And we'll be back in a second. And we've done all of the fields now. So these 3 are going to be the barley fields. This one's going to do barley this year. Next year's going to fallow. Then it's going to fallow. Then next year's going to be barley. Then it's going to fallow, barley. So these ones are going to be exactly the same with wheat. Crop rotation. It's going to be crop rotation again. Wheat's going to be here. Crop rotation again. And wheat's going to be this final year here. And then finally, same for flax here. Flax. And flax here. And then finally, crop rotation and flax is going to be down here. I'll probably need a fair few farmers to get this all done every single year. That's the reason why we're going to build 2 farmhouses when we have everything we need. Well, once we have enough. So this hunting camp is now full. So we can take you off of there. We are going to need a market area. So let's go to residential market area. Where's market area again? I actually forgotten where market area is. No surprise there. We have got a number of timber now. So we could, in theory, once this is complete, I think this is the highest priority. We are going to probably build ourselves, once we get 10 timber, and build ourselves the burbages just in this little quarter here. And once I find out where the marketplace is, there it is, there's the marketplace. So we now need this whole area to be marketplace. There, that's more than enough stalls required. Done. And we can get someone. We've got 1 spare person to come down to the forestry hut. Hunting camp, okay, we've got no one on there. Good. If I hold down tab, I can see exactly where everyone is. Once again, once we get enough, there we've got all the timber we need. So we're going to build everyone a house. Burge plot level 1. Build them facing inwards. Just there. There we go. Then we can cut down how many we need. There's 5. So they've all got extensions. They've all got a garden. So I'm going to build you 5 just there. Perfect. So what's the issue now? So fuel. There's no consumption of fuel. There is no income of food. It's the only issue at the moment. Hopefully this can finish. As soon as this is over, once this is built, we can then assign probably one of the families onto here. We might not need... We definitely don't need any firewood at the moment. So if you just heard my cat meow in the background there. She just randomly starts meowing sometimes. Yeah, we probably don't need all of that firewood. We've got 46 days worth of firewood. So that's probably more than enough. So we'll probably put 2 families up here. To start at least doing one of these fields. I don't know what field we're going to do first. We definitely don't need this. This is the lowest priority at the moment. Or the barley. We have no use for barley at the moment. I don't know whether... Yeah, we can stop work on the barley fields actually. Because it's a nice to have, but we will just end up selling it. So we don't need any of these. And then the flax is once again nice to have. This is going to be the highest priority. And there you go, Woodcutter's Lodge. So that's all the firewood is now done. That's got the full amount of storage. So we're doing well. So far so good. Obviously we've got food coming in. And the problem obviously is moving all of the logs around, which does take a bit of time. You can see the ox running straight across there. But once it's all set up, we should be okay. Also, we're going to want to build once we have enough timber, we want to build a saw pit, which is under here. Nope, wrong one, which is under this one. Wrong one again. We're under gathering, of course. And we want a saw pit very close to everything else over here. I think saw pit directly opposite should work. And then we obviously want to build a granary and a storehouse. And we probably do want to build these right now. I think the priority will be to get the manor up and running. It's the wrong button. Would help if I was pressing the right buttons. Support slow down a little bit here. Okay, that's almost built. Good. So the intention will be to get the the manor up and running first. Manor is here. So we need 20. So we don't want to spend any of our stones. Unless we get some more. So we can go to gathering here. Because the storehouse requires 2. But granary does require 2 timber. So let's put this one again. So put a storehouse just here. And then we put a granary, once we have enough, just next to it. And then we can put some gathering down here. Once we have the sawmill up and running, we put some gathering down here. Yeah, farmhouse is now done. So we can now put 1 family on here. And hopefully they'll go out and start ploughing this field. It's probably going to be a little bit too late. Yeah, it's going to be too late to get this done in time. However, yeah, it's going to be too late actually. So this is at least ready for the next year. This is all ready for next year, so that's fine. With him coming off here, they should all now focus on building these burbages. And, yep, saw pit should be done. Once we get the saw pit up and running, we can then get ourselves this stone deposit gatherer. And once we get some stone, we'll then be able to get ourselves the granary. Well, we can get the granary now. Just double check this is a storehouse. Yep, get the granary up now. Perfect. And now all we need to now save up for is the underneath administration. No need to save up for the manor. We don't have enough planks, don't have enough logs, or have enough stone, but we'll get them over time. So that is the intention so far. Also want to look at potentially getting ourselves a church. That's not a church. That's not a church. That's a church. So we have enough in theory to get planks shouldn't be too bad to get. So yeah, so once we have the sawmill up and running, we should be fine. Speed is up a little bit. But this should work. But obviously this year, we're just not going to do anything with it this year. Because it will take too long to plough this wheat field. So we're just going to have to be okay with just berries over the winter, which we should be fine. I'm just going to put someone else into here to help gather as many berries as possible. I don't think we've got any market stalls up here, do we? No. Yeah, so we've got no one in that just yet. That's fine. Because I guess they can just walk to wherever they've got their food and pick it up. I don't know how it's going to work with not having any houses over winter. We should get them built in time, but there is a chance they may not get built in time. But we'll see. So you've got enough beverage slots to support everyone, which is fine. Now you've got 262 days until we get attacked. This is going to be a bit ropey. I'm hoping we can get that. I'm hoping we can get at least a retinue up. I don't know how many we're going to get attacked by. I'm hoping we can get at least a retinue to defend us. And how's it looking over here? So that's, you got too many bits of wood there. So we can probably unassign you and you can help build. Okay, yeah, good. So we can hopefully have as many people building as possible. So we've got one there, you've got 2 people building, you've got 2 over here, good. Got 7 months worth of food. Okay. As soon as it gets to winter and this stops growing, we'll then unassign them and they can go and help around the village. Okay, that's now done. That's got its two bits of timber. That's got 1. That's got 2 now. Good. And then you should be going up here to start working. Yes, you should. Good. So what's the issue? Homelessness is a big issue. Fine. That will be fixed very shortly. You got 1 of your planks there, or logs. Okay, you're waiting for 4 logs as well. So there's no point assigning more people to the logging camp because I've only got 1 ox. I don't have any money. I guess I do have money. Foraging hut pantry's full. Okay, fine. You 2 can both come off there. You've got 9 months worth of food, which is amazing. Right, first beverage plot done. Good. You can get additional living space, which I think is worthwhile. I think it's definitely worthwhile. So we get you. And as they all finish, we'll slowly upgrade them with additional living space. And they all have enough bits of timber. Yeah, they all have enough timber. Beverage plot level 1 done. Let's upgrade you. And then each time they have more living space increased, obviously more people can move into the town. For the moment, yeah, it's fine. I was just trying to talk to myself just there. It's going to require a lot of timber. Don't know why it just moved me up here. Just pulled my camera all the way up to the top of the map there. Not sure why. So I'm still worried about. We've got 200 days until we get attacked. We need a source of income if we can. We should be okay. I think we're going to be okay. Once we have all these sorted, we'll get ourselves some stones, get the saw pit running, get ourselves a manor. We can be able to get a little bit of money. Let's have a look at army. How much does it cost to recruit at the moment? Okay, that's a lot. We probably won't be able to get any of these. So the retinue is the way forward. We're going to have to get a retinue. If we can get one of these upgraded, if we get at least one of these Burbages upgraded, we can then maybe start making ourselves bows and arrows. And that'd be really useful. That will be a big game changer early on. If we can get that up and running, that is. We have enough people working, to be honest. The only problem is obviously once you get them to build something inside their own building, they focus on that first. So this one's done, at least. You don't have church access, that's fine. Food, fuel, clothing. So clothing is going to be an issue to start us off as well. So we would ideally want one of these up and running. But as we... Let's have a look up here. So we can go to... Where are you? Farming? Where's the farming? There's the farming. So we'd want a pasture to get us started. We want a... Not a farmhouse. We want to be able to buy livestock trading post. There we go. So I want to make ourselves a livestock trading post. I'll probably put you just here. And to get us started, we will then want to get ourselves a pasture, livestock to go into. Just for the time being, we can just put a pasture. Doesn't have to be too big. Pasture just there. That'll do for now. Because we are going to want to get sheep breeding. We want heavy plough will be first. Or sheep breeding. Sheep breeding is useful. So we can get wool, which gives us clothing. So I think, yeah, sheep breeding will be the way forward. Right, storehouse is done. Let's put one person into there. Okay, all the Burbage slots, Burbages are made. Available living space. We've got enough room for one person. Which is this one just there. This Burbage slot just there. The granary is done as well. One person into the granary. And all in all, we're in a very good place. Just 200 days until we get attacked. Rather than being attacked, we should be in a good place. We've got 9 months worth of food, 15 months worth of fuel. Once these are all built, then saw pit can be done. Just the logging camps can be very busy for the time being. And in August, Yeah, because even if I start putting... Oh, sheep shearing's forbidden during winter, which is fine. Even if we start putting people up here to start ploughing these, it's not going to make a difference. So if we start ploughing these, we're going to have to re-plough when you get to spring anyway. So there's no point. Unless they fixed it in this patch, which I don't think they have. Let's speed this up. Let's see our Burbages finish. Or at least get close to finishing. But let me know what you guys think about this idea. We have 200 days until we get attacked. So, not ideal. But I'm sure we'll be fine. I hope we'll be fine. Our first research point is going to go into sheep breeding. So we don't have to spend too much regional wealth. Because once we have this trading post built, we can then hopefully buy 2 sheep. And then they will start reproducing. And it should quite quickly escalate. So then we'll get this one. And then we'll get heavy plough. And then we'll want to get fertilization. So those are the 3 we want. Obviously it'll take a bit of time to get them. And then just see how many. So we've got 2 more left to be built here. You got both. You got 1 plank there. Or you're waiting for your lumber as well. Also just need people to join our town as well. Well, bandit camp has been sighted. Where's this bandit camp? Bandit camp's over here. So that's quite far away. And it is the other side of a river. I'm not sure. Okay, there is a bridge. Okay, that's good. That's really cool they've added that. Latest update, they've added bridges. So you can use them as potentially choke points. Which hopefully we can use at some point in this series. And okay, nobody's living in this one. So they're sharing this house over here rather than... That's fine, I guess. And happiness is going to... Happiness is going to be neutral, which is fine. Let's wait for this one to finish being built. There we go. Settlement level was increased. We've got a first development point. First development point straight into sheep breeding. If we had a pond, I'd put it into advanced pond keeping so we can get really good food over time. But that's fine. There we go. New message. A strong militia is paramount to the survival of any settlement. Luckily, a shipment of weapons has just arrived. And you will now be able to create your first militia banners to serve you and protect your people. However, we will need more weapons to equip all the people as the settlement grows, either by making them or importing them from other lands. Let's form the militia. There we go. So we have a way of protecting ourselves now. Let's see what just came in. What weapons? 20 large shields, 20 spears. That's really useful. So now we need to look at getting 2 Burbages upgraded. To do that, we need cloves and we need a church. So that's the next goal, is to make... First goal will be to make ourselves a manor. After that will be then to make a church to then upgrade these. Once this is made, of course. Livestock trading post is paramount now. And what's everyone working on? So people should be working on this now. Which are the first logs on its way to finish this one off. When it gets here. So we need planks, stones. We'll need planks to start getting stones. Then we also need some animals up here. But we'll end this episode here. As we have a plan. Whether the plan lasts or whether it works, I don't know. We are due to get attacked within half a year. But it seems to be working so far. So, end this video here. If you made it this far, thank you much for watching. So this series will continue every single Monday. Let me know what you think of these plans of us kind of this being like a patchwork of manors going all the way around. Big market in the middle. Have a farming hub up the top here. With some pasture. This pasture can disappear. We can remove this pasture when we have enough livestock. But thinking about it, I might leave this pasture here. And then put some sheep shearing just here on the side. But we'll decide that later. But yeah. Thank you much for watching if you made this far. As per usual, we've got a Discord. If you want to join the Discord, very small but slowly growing community, feel free to join. As well as Mrs Rothmers, my other half, she has a YouTube channel where she covers Lord of the Rings lore. That's the type of stuff that interests you, feel free to join. So, have a wonderful day everyone, and as per usual, peace out.